My name's Kulade Johnston, and I want to talk about some important things today. You know, it's come to my attention that there's a lot of things, a lot of healing that needs to be taking place in this world right now. You know, and it doesn't matter who you are or where you live all around the globe. We all share this common desire for healing to take place around the world, you know, and strive towards better understanding, better communication with one another, you know. And we can't rely on the eventuality of, enough people floating around in orbit to realize we all live on this tiny speck. We can't rely on that because that doesn't work. When has it ever worked? You know? And I guess, people say this and that about me, but that's okay, man, because, every day, the message should be a little clearer, a little tighter, a little better, Now, people know me with music and all that, and that's cool, man. I love doing that. I love playing music. I love singing. And, getting out. That's my form of healing. I heal myself, People can feel that positive energy and they feel a little better, they feel a little more healed, and that's a good thing, But, the music, man, that's just a tiny little thing. That's not a global, man, That's not what we all really need right now, We need something bigger than that. Real big. And, this hat here, I've had for a long motherfucking time. There's a, whoa, I look naked. Yeah, there's let's see, it's a little chafed here. Yeah. That's where my dog Cisco bit it back in Vista, California, back in 1999. 2000. I wonder how Cisco's doing today, But before Cisco bit this motherfucker, back in 1996, I was in Anaheim. And old Kool-Aid was going through some rough times for a moment. And, I found myself in a halfway house. And it was all good. I actually kind of learned spirituality there, man. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. When I got good at calling dudes out on their bullshit, even if I didn't even know what the fuck was going on, because I figured they're here, they must be a fucking liar. So I'll just say, man, you're just full of shit. You know, I don't care what they said. They're like, hey, I had a hamburger yesterday for lunch. I'm like, fuck you, man. You did not. You fucking lying, fucking drug addict motherfucker. You fucking lying. Yeah, but they're good guys. There's some good guys, man. I used to play a lot of ball, dude, with some of these motherfuckers. You know, some of these motherfuckers used to play college ball, thinking they're all that, man. This one motherfucker I used to play one-on-one with. I think he went to NC State or something, and man, he was good. He was a good motherfucker. And we used to go out and play with all the, local dudes, in the courts. So I'd be the white guy, he'd be the black guy, and then everyone else would be kind of, mainly Hispanic, We had another tall, slim dude we used to take with us, man. This other cool dude. He was a white guy, He was white. Slim. Eddie Cornwell. I used to call him Cornwall, Yeah, but he was good. So we used to toss the ball to him all the time, He'd stand in there under the basket, just pew, pew, pew. But fuck, man, the other guy, we used to play one-on-one, man. It was fucking brutal, dude. We fucking, we loved each other, man. It was fucking awesome. But anyways, that's got nothing to do with this fucking hat. But I was in that fucking, but another guy, aside from the dudes that I used to run with, this other guy, Bill, another tall dude. I don't know, he had some kind of coke problem. He used to sell tickets to, Guns N' Roses shows and whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? He was like one of that ticket, wheeler dealer. So anyways, we wound up doing extra work in the movies, man. We were in all kinds of movies, and my bro Bill, he was into it, man. He was into that shit. Me, I was just like, man, I just like to, I'm an artist, dude. I play music. I'm not into movies. But, it was fun doing it. We made money. And we wound up on the movie Escape from L.A. with Kurt Russell. Remember that movie back in 1996? Yeah, so, we were on a few different sets. And we were in this basketball scene in LA Coliseum at night. And Kurt Russell had to run around and make all these fucking baskets with a basketball to live and shit, and save fucking the motherfucker movie, kept it exciting, acting, keep that shit exciting, man. You gotta act. Bounce that ball, man. Dribble that motherfucker. Dribble. And then shoot it in the hoop. Anyway, so my bro Bill's like, hey, man, you need a hat. We got to have black hats for this thing. So we stopped this thing. He just bought me this hat. This Raiders hat. And that's what I was wearing in that movie during that basketball thing in LA Coliseum, for that silly-ass movie. And we could have joined SAG. Actually, he joined SAG after that. But we all got SAG vouchers, man, because we busted our ass, It was a lot of fun. A lot of night shoots, man, all night long. And when we're living in a halfway house, when you're working a shoot all night long, that means you get to sleep all motherfucking day, motherfucker. So, it was all good. But sometimes we'd hold, AA meetings, in the middle of the Coliseum, and it'd just be a couple, three of us, and then all of a sudden there'd be 15, 20 people standing around us, and we're just giving AA sermon shit. And I used to do that. I was like, hey man, let's just fucking get some fucking, let's get some peace right now, man, because we all want to fucking use, we all want to slam junk. And then all of a sudden there'd be 15, people in a circle, and then people are looking on what the fuck are those guys doing? And I'm sitting there with my fucking Raiders hat, I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Get some spirituality. So, I've been thinking about fine art lately. And you know, and how kind of art, writing, you know, the arts, you know, the real, you know, the timeless stuff that transcends, you know, and I was talking about, you know, how do you recognize, you know, what's timeless, what's real? And the way you recognize that is just to look back. Mozart, Shakespeare. Yeah, it's easy. There's example after example. We can just run through history until, you know, the fucking, you know, until the horse is dead, and then you still keep kicking it. You know. So it's easy. So how do we know that? So we're the receiver, we're the viewer, we're the ones that look at it, and, you know, we bring our own life and our own world perspective to it, and that's what timeless art does. And that's what this world needs, is a kind of timeless communication, you know, a kind of call that like rings like a bell from the heavens and sings to all of us in a way that we can connect with in our own personal way, and that we all can relate to. And in this way, we're all communicating on the same page, and we're understanding each other. You know, so that's what this world needs. And so I think about, you know, Shakespeare, Mozart. Listen, I bet you don't go through a single day of your life without there being a reference to Mozart or Shakespeare within your day, and you don't even realize it. So it lives every day. We hear the music, you know. I mean, do I have to go on about the writing? No. You know, so that's what great. And you think about those characters, and then you think about, but what were the political things? What were the, you know, what were the issues? You know, what were the things that were going on back then? Do we even know the countries or the borderlines of the countries, or any of the politics, or any of the social injustices that took place when those guys were alive? Do we even remember when they were alive? You know, but we know their stuff. It still lives and breathes every day. Now, why is that? You know, because it has this timeless element that, you know, when you capture it, you know, it takes time to realize. So the critics, they like to think they know how to recognize it. The artists, they think they know how to capture it. But it's only the rest of us that can validate it. You know. So that's what we need right now on a global scale, man. Is that common, you know, ringing of the bell, singing this beautiful, radiant, amazing, bright, positive energy that engulfs all the world and humanity, you know. It's got nothing to do with differences of opinion. It just means that we can communicate and understand.